Welcome to this guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. It's always important to begin a practice by letting go of our intentions for the practice. In other words, whatever reason you clicked on this video today, whatever reason you decided to meditate, put that reason down. Because if you have a reason to meditate, then your mind is on the future. And meditation is about this moment alone. So everything you want to gain, everything you want to achieve, every idea you have about meditation, just drop it. And simply notice what is here, right now, for no reason, no motive. Come back to what is already here, right now. And you may notice that you'll start to think about this moment or disagree with the motive of meditation, whatever. You just start to think about this and that. But notice when you are thinking, agreeing, comparing, whatever, you're no longer here where you always and already are. Again, there's no reason or purpose here. So thinking is just more reasoning and more purposing. This moment is as it is, right now, with nowhere to go, nothing to do, and no one to become. So just notice this present moment. And an easy place to notice this moment is to recognize the breath. Just feel what it is like to breathe right here. As the breath comes in, you know the breath is coming in. And the same when it goes out. We know it. Just stay with this rhythm of breathing as it goes in and out all by itself. And I might be catching you now thinking again. It's amazing how easily that happens when we intend to just notice the breath. But that is okay. The next time you notice that you are lost in thought, thinking about this or that, just come back to the breath as an anchor of sorts, letting it assist you in noticing what is already here and now. Come back. Come back to breathing. And notice if you're putting a little bit of too much effort here. Like you're trying to concentrate on the breath or focus on the breath. And see if you can just loosen that tight grip. We're not trying to hold on to the breath or focus all of our attention on the breath and really push away thoughts. It's rather more like a noticing of the breath or a light awareness of breathing. Just a gentle acknowledgement of the fact of the in breath and the out breath. And not getting caught up by this next thought. We're not pushing our thoughts away either. We're not trying to silence them or get rid of them. We're just shifting our attention. It's like the difference between paying attention to the sound of people talking around you at a restaurant and shifting your attention to the conversation in front of you at the table. The noise and conversation around you are still there, but you're focused, or rather aware, of what is in front of you. So in the same way, let thoughts be like that background noise. You don't have to stop them. Let them come, let them go. Just don't give them the gift of your attention. Let that remain with the breath. In and out. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to the breath. In and out. Return to this moment. and completely rest. You know, there's something I realized recently that I don't think I talk about enough, or rather, this kind of came up in a conversation recently about practice, and it's it's kind of the idea of patience. You know, a lot of us have this kind of expectation with practice, which is why I like to begin each practice by letting go of our expectations, letting go of the intentions that we have for what we're sitting down to do, kind of putting it all aside because it really does get in the way. When we have our mind on some goal, then, we're not really practicing, are we? We're focused on the future. We're focusing on getting something else out of something that we're doing. We do yoga to get more fit and for relaxation purposes. We go to work so we can make money and put it together. So have we don't want to use meditation in the same way. It's actually the one thing we can say we do for no reason at all. And part of this too is that we have these expectations on how meditation should be working for us. Maybe you've heard me say something or other people say something about what practice can do, and it's sold in this way, like a desk toy that's like a stress ball, or it's like this super cortisol dropping practice and whatever you read online, and you kind of have these expectations. And when those expectations are not met, we start wondering, does this really work for me? Is practice wise? Or we get frustrated. Why is practicing not, I've been practicing forever. Why am I not better? Why am I not happy? Why am I not this? Why am I not that? Well, two things really. I can't remember who said it, but he said, don't expect to necessarily be aware of your own enlightenment. Meaning, what it is that can be found through practice isn't this goal thing. It's really a return back to where you are now and everything that is included with that, of course. But kind of the basic is you're right here and that's it. Everything else is a jump towards the future. And if you wonder why the other difficulty we have is that we wonder why I can't get under my mind. Why is it that I'm just constantly distracted by thoughts? Why is it that I can't just let them go? I've been trying so hard and I can't let them go. And that's where patience comes in. If you think about it, we've been training in the opposite way for our entire lives, especially if you've just started meditation. We've been trained and encouraged to be lost in thought, to think things over, and to use our minds, which isn't a bad thing. But we've also been taught to identify with these thoughts. We develop our own characters in our heads and kind of go along with that. And so for many, many years, we're practicing the skill of being lost in thought, practicing the skill of holding on to experience, holding on to the voices in the head. And so when we practice and somebody says, okay, well, let those go, bring it to the breath instead, bring your attention away to the breath instead, that's not going to change overnight. Now, of course, you'll read stories of people, for some people, it does. They did one little glimpse and they're never having a problem with being lost in thought again. Like Sri Ramana Maharshi, many people. But don't expect that to be you. Most of us aren't that way. We're not. Practice takes time. And of course, you may argue, time for what? There's no goal, right? That's true. But there is a bit of a skill here. Because we're attached to thought, we have to practice. And if we're expecting some outcome that we want and wondering why we're not getting there, one, we have expectations we need to let go of. And two, we're not being patient. So when you sit to practice, really, really just develop the sense of being patient with not wanting something to happen, not trying to gain something for it, not trying to reach for it. Just let it all happen. Let's see. Let's let you make a move. Let's just wait and be with the breath. So if you force it, then you'll just struggle in circles. By allowing and letting go and having a bit of patience, we can really find out what is right here and now. Thank you for your time today, and have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you Wednesday for our next practice. Oh, also, I'm trying to be better at making this announcement. If you don't know, there's a Patreon, and if you want to join the community, like do a live Q&A and live practice together as a community, we are doing that Wednesdays. Actually, we're changing the time this week, so it's a little bit later. I think we're doing Wednesday afternoon this week. I'll post about it on Patreon, but join us. It has been absolutely wonderful to practice with you all in real time. So if you want to join, please do, and we'll be here for you. But besides that, thank you for your time, and I'll see you Wednesday morning.